Want to know more about the soundtrack and sound effects of Super Mario Bros? Do you want to know who composed it and how? Did you enter this video by accident? Either way, I recommend you keep watching the video. Well, let's start by talking about Mario Brothers. Super Mario Bros. Is a platform game developed and published by Nintendo. The successor to the 1983 arcade game, Mario Brothers. It was released in Japan in 1985 for the Famicom, and in North America and Europe for the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, in 1985 and 1987 respectively. Players control Mario, or his brother Luigi in the multiplayer mode, as they travel the Mushroom Kingdom to rescue Princess Toadstool from Bowser. They must traverse side-scrolling stages while avoiding hazards such as enemies and pits with the aid of power-ups such as the Super Mushroom, Fire Flower, and Starman. Super Mario Bros. Is frequently cited as one of the greatest video games of all time, with praise on its precise controls. It is one of the best-selling games of all time, with more than 40 million physical copies. Nintendo sound designer Koji Kondo wrote the 6-track score for Super Mario Bros., as well as all of the game's sound effects. But you may be wondering, who is Koji Kondo? Koji Kondo is a Japanese music composer, pianist, and sound director who works for the video game company Nintendo. He is best known for his involvement in numerous contributions in the Mario and the Legend of Zelda series of video games, among others produced by the company. Kondo was hired by Nintendo in 1984, becoming the first person hired by them to specialize in musical composition for video games. Shortly after, Kondo was assigned as the sound designer on the 1985 game Super Mario Bros. His sound design for the game, especially the overworld theme, has often been cited as among the most memorable in video game history. He began taking lessons on the electronic organ from the age of 5. He improved his skills in the instrument in a cover band that played jazz and rock music. Kondo studied at the art planning department of Osaka Uaya Message Recruiting for Music Composition University of Arts, but was never classically trained or academically dedicated to music. In 1984, during Kondo's senior year, Nintendo sent his university sound programming. He successfully applied for the job without requiring any demo tapes. Even before officially joining Nintendo, his first product is the audio for Nintendo's arcade game Punch-Out! 1984. By creating mostly jingles and sound effects, he was able to overcome the challenges of early arcade sound hardware. Kondo's music for Super Mario Bros. Was designed around the feeling of motion that mirrors the player's physical experience. This followed the philosophy of series creator and designer, Shigeru Miyamoto, who demanded that audio for the game be made with substance and are synchronized with elements of the game. The Super Mario Bros. Theme, officially known as the ground theme or overworld theme, is a musical theme originally heard in the first stage of the 1985 Nintendo Entertainment System video game Super Mario Bros. It was one of 6 themes composed for the game by Nintendo sound designer Koji Kondo, who found it to be the most difficult track to compose for it. The theme is set in the key of C major and features a swung rhythm with prominent use of syncopation. Of the 6 tracks of the Super Mario Bros. Soundtrack, this theme took the most time to develop, according to its composer Koji Kondo. He stated that he would write one piece, and the team would put it in the game. If it did not accentuate the action, did not time up with Mario running and jumping, or did not harmonize with the sound effects well enough, he would scrap it. He used only a small keyboard to compose the music. The first theme he made for Super Mario Bros. Was based on an early prototype of the game, which simply showed Mario running around a big empty area. Kondo described this early theme as a bit lazier, slower tempo, and more laid back. As the game underwent changes, he realized that his theme no longer fit, so he increased the pace and changed it around to fit better. I think that's it. Give a like if you like it and see you soon.